You think Batman defends the borders? Batman and Superman.
You think my thugs have rights? Of course not, bats. They don't have health insurance, do they? Not with your fucking spine-breaking abilities, bats. Not with all the health problems you're causing,
this
bats.
Joker. This is the worst Joker.
You understand, bats, the socioeconomic status of these thugs means they do not have the opportunities that you did, bats. Shut up, Joker. Now I break your spine and you turn goblin mode. That was my pitch for the Batman Part 3.
Yeah, the Batman Part 3. Joker, why are you in a grooming gang?
I guess we're starting there. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Alex, joined by Jim.
I sang Shia.
What was that?
My new language I've invented.
We can't be having a new language every week.
Well, no, it's actually a really good way to make financial gains. Because we are the most comedy financial podcast, right-wing extremist, left-wing, bazooka, classical liberal type.
A chicken bazooka type.
Yeah.
Burger.
Anti-grooming gang pro podcast.
Yeah, so before we get too deep into the show, let me shout out the patrons over at the Patreon that make the show and audio version possible. You get the raw unfiltered MP3 ad-free over there. You can put it on Spotify or your whatever RSS feed host of choice you enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
That's not all though. You get your patron names read out in the first or second week of each month. If you're a Dibby tier or above, we'll do that next episode, probably per chance. There's also the huge, ever-growing Jar After Hours supplementary weekly show we've been doing, nearly 100 episodes with all sorts of variety content in there. Last we did the debunking Joe Rogan and Dave Rubin weird UK talking point thing that all of American media is obsessed with. That was a funny half an hour discussion, but if that's not up to par, we got 2 white boys debate sinners, Jar Radio number 2 and 1, of course, Dead Bart creepypasta reading, going through the meme playlists, They Fly Now, Paisley's Chance.
Paisley's Chance.
We got shits going on over there, all sorts. I also just made the Elon rant public.
Nice.
Which is pretty fresh, and also the Mandalorian and Grogu, as they say. A film that, now that a little bit of time has passed, it doesn't even feel like it was a real film.
No.
It feels like a dream.
Yeah.
It feels like that whole day was like a dream that didn't happen.
I've had dreams that I remember with more.
Yeah, more notable.
Yeah.
Way more notable and important. And last but not least, the Jar Media group chat. It's a group chat where you can leave suggestions for housekeeping and the question segment. I sensed you were going to say something.
When?
Just a second ago.
About what?
Probably Rotter, if I had to have a guess. A little rotten prediction.
I was impressed by rotting in, what's it called?
The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Is that what the film's called?
I think that was what it was called. Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu. And Rotter.
What? What an awful,
good title though.
Good title.
So let's do housekeeping, which is going to shift into what is going to be a big topic, probably.
Kind of like Top Gear, the way they change gears when drive.
Yeah. Although, unfortunately, I drive an automatic, so I don't really know how to change gears.
I drive multiple manuals. I drive automatic. I drive whatever you put in front of me, I will drive.
Jim's driving stick for the two of us, and that's not a gay joke.
I'm driving thick because I have a thick skull. Because I drive so much, I need increased bone density so that when I'm in car accidents, I get less injured.
Hey, I'm stuck in reverse. What? This gear is stuck in reverse. What? Now I gotta reverse the whole circuit? What? That was my impression of you driving. Getting stuck on the clutch. I'm just trying to avoid talking about this, I guess. Right,
I was just letting that breathe.
Let's do some three things from Housekeeping, right? We got one from Cloud Waves.
9 things. Okay.
Who says, Alex, try not to get scammed challenge.
Yeah, you love getting scammed. That's an excellent point.
I've had my identity stolen, been scammed. What's the big? Probably identity being stolen is the big.
Yeah, that's the most annoying one. That has like knock-on effects.
That was like a whole year's worth of nightmare. But usually they're just like nightmare in the moment and also right after it's over for a few days.
Can we also briefly mention that you once were paying for 2 different insurance?
Well, if you want to count insurance companies as scammers, then sure.
They fucking are scammers, as a matter of fact.
And I've been scammed by countless fucking companies. Yeah.
Yeah, same in that. Well, I mean, when you really think about it, like what is something that makes money that isn't a scam?
Twitter X.
X is real.
Pro.
X.
What? I can't remember what it's called.
Truth
Social No, what's it actually called? Like Grok Unlocked.
Grok Unlock.
Premium. X Premium.
Yeah, what does that sound like?
We're talking about like homeless people that were trying to steal or something. Sandy Cheek says, I'm a small woman who takes the train into the big city every day for work. I've been harassed and screamed at by homeless men on the subway platform. So what I do is keep $5 to $10 with my Metro card at all times. So if anyone asks me for money, I can give them some cash and be on our way. I live in America and I'm just trying to keep myself safe. I don't think I'm a good person because I do this.
That doesn't make you a bad person, though.
Have you ever had a homeless person come up to you when you're in like a bar or something in like a...
with like a card machine and shit. Yeah, it's insane.
They've got the flowchart ready. They've got the anecdote and then the "have you got any cash?" ready for you to say no. They have the machine like, oh, you can Venmo me.
Yeah. Well, no, when I went to see Clips, there were people like selling CDs, like their own mixtapes outside, with like card machines.
Yeah,
and it's just like, no, sorry.
I know. And I guess on a similar line, Lombren says, this podcast has gotten too apolitical, free speech, extremist, classical liberal far right. Please pivot to Marxist-Leninist comedy training next episode. Thank you.
The thing is, the cutting edge of comedy is always on the far right.
The comedy assassins.
Yeah.
They got you down their sights, man. Well, they kind of got me down their sights at the moment.
They do, actually. That's what a beautiful segue.
I guess last episode I did bring this up slightly. Just a little...
Slightly spelt with a G and an H, by the way.
Slightly. This version of Slightling doesn't have a G or an H.
Oh.
Weirdly.
That's
because it wasn't complete. It wasn't a complete thought. It wasn't a complete breakdown.
Right.
When we recorded last episode, I think it was like the day after I uploaded the IHETV video on Citizen Vigilante.
I've been seeing
Bowles' new movie.
I've been seeing clips of this film now.
So you got more context
in my YouTube shorts. Yeah.
So when we talked about it on the cast, I didn't know a bunch of the shit about it broadly. Like my thinking was, I knew the film was coming out. I saw that it was out on like digital platforms and was thinking through the lens of, oh, Uwe Boll, I've talked about him multiple times. This will be a funny vid to put out. This looks crazy and exploitative and his usual MO, you know, and it's got Armie Hammer in it. That's crazy. And I guess I can launch pad off this. This might be a long segment. I don't know. Like I had to do a bunch of research and was like, are we fucking serious, guys? Like this is where we're at. This is actually fucking okay. Hearn Smurf said, the comment section on the Uwe Boll video is one of the most rancid comment sections I've ever seen. I can't not believe it's just some unhinged culture war botnet.
Yeah, like this is the thing with this topic. It's like it if you respond to it, are you essentially just shadow boxing?
That was kind of my fear, and yeah, we'll get into that. But Attila the Nun says, Ari, what you guys were talking about with the Cannibal Hammer and Uwe Bowel movie. I've always enjoyed Slavoj... How do you say his name? Slavoj Vivek. And I thought he generally had interesting things to say, but recently I stumbled across a video of him saying leftists were more racist because they chose not to say the nationality to grooming gangs. It left me scratching my head. I went to the comments and it was just full of the usual anti-immigration rhetoric. You guys have been talking about this topic the last few weeks, and I've been mulling it around in my mind as a person from North America, and to me, this kind of sentiment just feels like racist people wanting to feel okay about being racist. I'm so confused about how leftists not wanting to start racially motivated dialogue about means that leftists are more racist. How is it that leftists know how much more nuance there is about immigration, so they try to tiptoe through the topic so as to not step on any racist landmines means they're suddenly the racist ones? Why is it that no one tells white people they have to denounce white criminals and white people? Why is it when someone and they're white, it's okay for the news to just say that person someone? But when it's a minority, their race absolutely must be stated or else it's racist. It's just so fucking crazy that Slavov, I don't know how you say his name, sorry, was on the side of declaring the race of a criminal without seeing the negative ways this could be interpreted. And Dugzol said, thousands of people are willing to bet their whole intellectual credibility on fear and distrust of immigrant minorities that they've neither interacted with nor have ever been victimized personally by. And a correction from Eternal Cascade. Just a quick correction. The movie wasn't banned in Germany because that would require it to break certain laws. What happened is that it did not get a rating from the German Motion Picture Rating Organization, FSK, which bars it from being shown in movie theaters, but not from being distributed at all. All he has to do is have a federal commission check if the film breaks any laws, which it likely doesn't, and then he could not only privately distribute it, but also put it on streaming services. There are plenty of movies that did not get a rating in Germany, usually for excessive violence. I'm pretty sure Terrifier did not get one, that you can watch on Prime Video. He's just using this for weird culture war marketing.
It works.
A lot of this is. And yeah, I was torn on, because before we started recording, I was talking to you about this. Mm-hmm. And you're like, why don't you put something on IGTV? Like talking about I've had a bunch of people being like, do a comic comeback.
Yeah.
And I'd thought about it, but I did post this on the Jar subreddit, 'cause a few threads were popping up and loads of people messaging, being like, have you seen like what is going on in this? It's not like a huge video or anything. It's got like, as the time of recording, like 35,000 views or so. But with a comment section of about 3,000 comments. Very weird and unusual. Yeah. Like that's kind of unheard of.
Crazy percentages going on there.
But I replied to somebody with this before we get into some more stuff I want to talk about. I'm fine. I've been doing this a long time, even though this is a pretty extreme new one for me. The amazing digital circus video was all I needed to see. There's no hate or mention of anything political in the comments of that video and seems like the usual audience. I'm referencing the day after that I uploaded like a different subject video. Because I was like, is this going to like bleed into like other stuff?
Yeah.
And it didn't at all. And I uploaded a video on the Friday of that week that was about like Bungie and the same thing again. Like it was just this one flashpoint on this one video. I think it hit the culture war algorithm, which is heavily weighted to pissed off propaganda stands who think they're fighting the good fight. And it's obviously been brigaded through Twitter racists. I had no idea that Elon himself had endorsed the film on his account. Lol. So fucking ludicrously insane. If the media landscape was this fucking awful in 2007, then Uwe Boll's postal probably would have had a similar reaction. Boll is and always has been a provocateur, opportunist troll that used to be broadly understood by anyone who watched his films or gave a shit about the film space at all. We're at a point where it's somehow acceptable and popular to be mask-off racist and no one seems to give a shit. I'm never going to stop talking about how much I hate that evil Elon. Utterly ironic that the free speech absolutist stop putting politics in movies crowd are such cowardly snowflake babies when it comes down to it. I was even looking through the analytics, and there's an abnormal amount of traffic funneling through Discord. Seems like a mixture of real racists and bots who want to try and make me look bad for the culture war dunks. These people are tourists who don't care about film. It's not like when I made the Tumblr video and felt pressured to address the pushback in some way, because I was not tuned into the culture or politics as much at the time, and didn't understand how cooked and conservative/negativity bias leaning social media algorithms are built. It really fucking sucks that the film space on YouTube has been usurped by culture war pricks with a blatant agenda. Tempted to do a comeback type video, but also don't know if it would really do much to address the ridiculous accusations and claims people are putting into my mouth. Ultimately, I don't think you can really win against these people. If this guy didn't like a rage bait Uwe Boll movie equals endorsing and criminal injustice is the starting point, it's obviously so absurd to anyone with a functioning brain that it's almost more humiliating to even address them as if they have any legitimacy. They don't want to have a real conversation, so why should I even bother? So yeah, that's what I said on the Jar subreddit. Anything jump out to you at this juncture?
Well, I mean, the last bit. I mean, the last bit of anything is normally the bit, the not wanting to grant them. It's like
why even debase yourself? Why?
Yeah, you're kind of giving them a platform if you even, and that's a pretty valid point.
Yeah, that's my reasoning for not. I think it's fine to talk about it here.
I really do wonder how much of it, and talking about it here changes it from like it being a back and forth between you and them, and it's more like us talking about the situation. And I really do wonder how much of it is just bots.
That will be a portion of it, but other stuff was going on too. I didn't know when we recorded the last episode that there had been a few like viral tweets.
Yeah.
Like with screenshots of the video that had just been uploaded, saying basically along the lines of when a British person doesn't like the anti-grooming gang movie or something like that. And a lot of the like the most upvoted comments are just kind of like copy and paste of the same thing again and again. Few, if any, actually talking about the contents of the video or anything actually saying it, because a lot of it is actually acknowledged in what I'm saying in the video before they even talk about it, but it's obviously not, it's not about a conversation, like it's not. It's about that I went into the lion's den without really understanding that it was already like a culture war, like lightning rod.
Right.
I thought I was getting ahead of it.
Right.
But I don't see the shit Elon says or anything like that. And
which is good.
Or Twitter, really in general. What this like, I kind of consider it like you're doing something right if people on Twitter hate you.
For 100%. I just think it's incredible to place the like you and your side, so our side of this culture war, as the people who don't care about like sexual assault and stuff.
Yeah, that's part of what's so frustrating.
Yeah, because
it's don't you fucking pretend you give a shit about women.
Yeah.
You fucking assholes.
Something upsets you innately when someone of a different race touches a white woman, you know. I'm of the belief that any assault of that manner is bad. They're of the belief that it's only bad if it's a brown person doing it, you know.
Like
the comment said.
We'll get into that more. So I was looking at a few things on Twitter, and of course, like Uwe Boll has gone on Piers Morgan now and had a debate with Mehdi Hassan about the film.
Right.
So it's like a big thing. I think because of Elon. Elon said he signal boosted it. He loved what the film's about. He said he would like help. He posted the whole film temporarily on his account, and also said he can't wait for the sequel and will do anything he can to like get it made and this sort of thing. So obviously Uwe's like, hell yeah, fuck, this is perfect. It's the most publicity he's maybe ever had for one of his movies.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah, he's going to be loving all that attention.
Yeah. just to quickly jump back to what I was just saying. Obviously, the crazy irony is that Armie Hammer does have all those allegations against him. He's allegedly done many heinous things, but he is a tall, white, blonde-haired
movie star.
I want to say he doesn't have blue eyes. He's not blonde hair, blue eyes, is he?
I don't know.
Is he brown eyes?
He's an American old money oil guy. His last name is Hammer, for fuck's sake.
And his first name's fucking Army. but like the people, I was reading comments in the shorts from this film, and people coming out of the woodwork to defend him and say he's been proven. It's proven that he, it was all fake. It was all just to try and get money out of him and stuff. And it's like, you're missing the forest, man.
That's what's so weird about the response to it, is that the amount of people I've seen say, I know it sucks, but I'm going to support it anyway because of the message.
Really?
Yes. The amount of people I've seen say that, where it's like, what the fuck? That's your standard for this shit? Like, so then I find Uwe Boll's Twitter, and he's got like,
oh fuck,
he put together this like poster saying like Citizen Vigilante 2 coming 2027, and it's obviously like using imagery from a pretty famous American case, which I'm not even gonna like mention any detail.
Okay.
But it's like the subtitle, he comes to America. So maybe he's gonna subvert everyone and be like, look, this joke was on you Americans this whole time. He's not gonna do that. And this is another thing, it's like everyone commenting on the film, I guarantee 90+% of them have not seen it.
Yeah.
Even if they've bought it, like they haven't watched it.
Yeah. They started it and got bored.
Yeah. Just to own the libs. I even saw some cringy tweets of like a guy being like, yeah, I don't even care. I just sent Elon Musk $25 of my own money just for the lols. Just shit like that level of like cornball, like.
That's such fucking child behavior.
Yeah, like the. Okay. Right. Let's deep this a little bit. So, the film itself, right? It's not set in a European country. It just says Europe in big text as the film begins.
Okay.
It doesn't specify anywhere in Europe.
Right.
Which to me read as, this is for Americans.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Because you couldn't use an individual European country to make the point. So it just has to be this monolith of Europe.
Yeah.
Because Americans don't know what Europe is, really.
Yeah.
It's like a concept. So, yeah, it's not even like set in a European country, but this is kind of like the metaphor, right, of what it feels like from my perspective it happens, right? So imagine my house is on fire.
Yep.
And a mob is like watching it burn.
Yep.
And some wanker in a fake firefighter costume comes over, whips out a Nerf water gun, and he starts spraying. Obviously doing nothing. Not a single thing. So then I say, that's not working, it's not putting the fire out.
Yeah, right.
Then the mob turns to me and says, oh, so you want this fire then?
Yeah, right.
Well, you must love fire then.
Yeah.
Didn't realize you were pro arson.
Well, no, that metaphor doesn't even work though, because like at least the water, spraying the water is like
in theory the solution.
Yeah, like they're trying, at least they're like doing the right thing, just not at the right level. Whereas like talking out against this movie is like being anti-violence against minorities.
That's not how people are framing it though. They're genuinely not.
I mean, I haven't seen the film. I don't know shit.
You don't need
about
to.
It,
the people most inflamed about it aren't.
Yeah.
They're just using it.
Yeah.
So a lot of this also is in response to the Rupert Lowe crowd-funded grooming gang investigation, which came out like the 16th of June or something. So very close to this film being released. Just something I wasn't tuned into. I've seen. I look into him now and again. Rupert Lowe because he's like somehow politically viable in this country, even though he's a fucking joke. And yeah, that's kind of what I was just saying. Of which I obviously support grooming gangs because I didn't like the Uwe Boll troll movie designed to capitalize off the culture war, especially for American audiences who've never set foot in any European country and get all of their information off Twitter, Joe Rogan, and Fox News. And then when you actually start breaking down the stats too, if we're just talking about like violent crime and homicides in general,
right,
significantly higher in the US.
Oh yeah,
compared to compared to Europe's homicide rates, which have been steadily declining. So in the US, the homicide rate hovers between 5.5 and 6.5 per 100,000 people, and in Europe, and this is including the higher historical rates of Eastern Europe, sits at roughly 2 per 100,000 people.
Wow.
So if you just did the EU, just the European Union, that's 1 per 100,000 people. So United States is 5.7, European average is 2, United Kingdom is 1, France and Germany is 0.8 to 1.1, and Italy and Spain is 0.5 to 0.6. Dangerous places, man.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. And they even have like socialist free healthcare if you do get hurt.
Like, you mean communist?
Communist fucking. They're gonna take all your tax, take all your money.
So because I'm against an exploitational Uwe Boll movie, that means I'm pro institutional failure, grooming gangs. Instead of treating it for what it is, an expose of many institutional failings, institutions failing to do anything about horrific crimes, which is true and disgusting. The testimonies are awful, but isn't an easy catch-all proof. And it's not put into context of the broader data.
And it's like two things can be true at once. Obviously, it shouldn't need saying, but I guess now it does. Any sort of grooming gang, any sort of, any sort of assault of that nature is as heinous as something can be.
I'm not pro like any crime, okay? Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm pro some crimes, but no crimes like that.
Any violent crime.
Yeah. I think it's crazy to act like people who are anti-immigration are inherently like they want this stuff to exist. But it's about like
the conclusion's already made.
Yeah, but ratios and percentages, like people aren't upset when the assaults happening like are staying the same,
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, who's most likely to commit like an assault of this kind, a sexual assault, whatever it may be. The majority of the time is someone related to the victim, someone they know and trust.
Friend or family.
Yeah, and hence like grooming gang. But like there's no conversation about like the culture of
well, it's positioned as if it wouldn't be happening at all otherwise.
Yeah, right.
Which obviously isn't true. Because that's the thing I kept seeing a lot was in the comments is this number being cited from this Rupert Lowe investigation that went down. 250,000 was the number. 250,000 girls. 250 of them. There are 250,000 girls. I don't even think they specify girls. I think they just kind of say victims.
Right.
But the statistic that 250,000 girls or victims of grooming gangs in the UK is widely regarded by researchers, government auditors, and independent experts as lacking a credible evidence base. It does not originate from official government data, peer-reviewed academic research, or a systematic national audit. It's not to say that it didn't happen in any form. It's not to say that they're lying or whatever in there, but it's the context of it that is the important part. because like just hear me out, okay? The figure is not an official government estimate. Its prominence stems from various media reports, political commentary, and some campaign groups, but it's been consistently criticized for its lack of transparency and methodological rigor. Absence of official data, the UK government has repeatedly stated there is no comprehensive or reliable national data set that captures the total number of victims of grooming gangs across the country. Measuring such crimes is notoriously difficult. Police forces, local authorities, and social services use different definitions, and many cases go unreported or are categorized differently within the criminal justice system. As noted in a 2020 Home Office report, definitive answers regarding the nationwide scale are not possible because the right data simply does not exist. There is no publicly available peer-reviewed methodology that explains how the 250,000 figure was calculated when researchers and auditors have attempted to quantify CSE. They have consistently warned against high unsourced estimates, the lack of peer review. This specific statistic has not been subject to the standard scientific processes of peer review, which would involve an independent assessment of the data collection, calculation methods, and assumptions used to reach such a number. Independent experts, including academics who study security and crime science, have explicitly identified this figure as unverified. It is often cited as an example of how definitional problems and bias in datasets are ignored to produce alarming but ultimately unsubstantiated statistics. Page 12 of the report stated that the 250,000 figure was not based on government or law enforcement data. Instead, it was based on remarks passed by Lord Malcolm Pearson during debates in the House of Lords over the years. I did look through it, and I was looking at the citation. A lot of it was stuff like that. So this number that they're pulling from is an estimate encapsulating 1997 to about 2018. It's like a 21-year spread.
Right.
In the year ending March 2025, in the UK, an estimated 900,000 adults experienced sexual assault in the last 12 months. About 209,000 total sexual offences in England and Wales for the year ending March 2025. That's 1 year. 1 single year.
Fucking hell. But nobody's upset by that.
It's kind of my ultimate point, right? Where it's like, so it's like, okay, so let's add this up then. Summing up the actual crimes logged by the police over the same 21-year span that they're pulling this on from, yields a total of approximately 1.5 million to 1.8 million recorded sexual offences in England and Wales. All of this, including the grooming gang shit, is obviously bad. All of it fucking sucks. Mm-hmm. What the fuck are you talking? I don't want any of it. I don't want any of that.
Yeah. But it's also like these are the same people who dig their heels in when anything like feminist comes up, when anything like actually addressing this, when like during the Amber Heard shit and all that, like the immediate jumping to like defend men and to act like this isn't a disgusting innate part of our culture. Because of people like that who try to constantly stuff it down and at the same time will be like, well, why didn't you immediately go to the police? Well, the victim blaming, that they're the same people that will jump and do that shit immediately. They don't give a shit about women. They don't give a shit about these issues. But like, especially when the vast majority of sexual and violent crime is domestic and committed by the native-born population. But here's the ultimate thing, right? This is what really was making me go like, what? The political context of all this, right? It's the most important part, I think. So I'm going to bring up some people now and some institutions that, for this to be the catch-all, like, oh, I was wrong thing. These are the people you'd have to believe are good faith for all of this to add up, right? To like a reasonable argument. Okay. Starting with Restore Britain and Rupert Lowe. That's where it comes from, obviously. Who, may I remind you, Restore Britain are running on pretty hardcore policy of a net negative migration, mass deportations, and a referendum on the death penalty. They're some of the big ones.
it's not a neutral criminology study. It's a political weapon to justify a pre-existing anti-immigration platform. That's the starting point.
Yeah.
Even if like you agreed with it, like from a, you have to admit that's like where we're starting. It's not like a bunch of independent bodies doing. There is like a straightforward political motivation, like to even get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
It's not just like a coincidence. Oh, we were investigating something else and we stumbled across this whole thing and it became this.
They've got a vested interest in in certain results being as they are.
So let's say whatever you're sold then by Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain. You don't have an issue with that. You trust them. So okay, who's next? Elon Musk, famously balanced and truth-seeking individual.
Yep.
Known for the correct, totally not vibes or culture war-based information he regularly likes to share. Happens to also be the richest man in the world.
Also officially a goated gamer who didn't pay for people to play video games for him to make him look really good at a video game. So he would never lie, and he wouldn't even lie about something like that doesn't really matter.
No, he would never do that.
Like that, you know.
Okay, no, let's say we trust him. Like, we're down with Elon, we love Elon. Who's next? Uwe Boll. Opportunist troll filmmaker who's probably loving all the sales from morons who think they're winning some culture war by giving money to the project. Sure, let's say, you know what, Uwe, like, he's just been misunderstood this whole time, and he's finally managed to align all this. Then you get to the other MPs that backed this investigation, right? Sir Gavin Williamson, high-profile Conservative MP and former cabinet minister, serving as Defence Secretary and Education Secretary. A staunch right-wing strategist known for aggressive political manoeuvring. His backing of Lowe's motion is viewed by political analysts as an effort to keep pressure on the government from a hard right stance, particularly regarding the policing of minority communities and border control. Do you trust him?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you would. Why wouldn't you?
He sounds like a legend.
So we'll move on to the next one then. Sir Christopher Chope.
Chop.
You might not say it like it's CHOPE.
Chope.
Is famous in Westminster for being a libertarian contrarian who routinely blocks parliamentary bills, often drawing immense controversy. Notably, he previously blocked bills aimed at banning upskirting and protecting girls from female genital mutilation, arguing on procedural grounds. His sudden vocal championing of Lowe's report in June 2026, demanding the government bypass standard statutory reviews in favour of Lowe's recommendations, is seen by critics as highly selective, aligning strictly with the report's focus on immigration and cultural friction, rather than a consistent history of supporting child protection legislation. Do you trust him?
Yeah, of course.
Do you trust it? Yeah, no, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Doesn't that just perfectly highlight exactly what we were just saying?
There's more. There were more.
Okay.
Alex Easton, MP for North Down in Northern Ireland. Sitting as an independent unionist, Easton's politics are deeply rooted in hardline traditionalist social conservatism. He frequently aligns with right-wing UK mainland MPs on immigration and national identity issues. Do you trust him?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. Why wouldn't you? We got Bob Blackman next. He's white. Blackman is a prominent figure on the right of the Conservative Party. He has a history of drawing criticism from anti-racism groups through his social media activity, including sharing posts from far-right anti-Islam figures. His endorsement of a report that specifically zeroes in on Muslim perpetrators fits into a long-standing pattern of highlighting cultural and religious friction within minority communities. Wanker was also anti-gay marriage, then is found out to have been cheating on his wife with a mistress for over a decade. With his quote being something like, the communion can only work between a man and a woman.
Right.
Do you trust him?
Yeah.
It's building like a nice, like, Avengers of the best.
Yeah.
You know?
His wife trusted him.
yeah. Maybe she shouldn't. Tommy Robinson.
Oh.
Prime cokehead grifter. Elon made him more popular than ever. So many things just go back to him.
Yeah. He's the fucking main character of the world.
But it's the scary link though, isn't it? Because then, Tommy Robinson goes on Jordan Peterson, Trigonometry, Rebel News, PragerU, Elon, who basically has the same beliefs as someone like Tommy, is then like regularly on Joe Rogan, and that's Fear, the biggest media platform. So it's covered. Like, the media landscape is untenable. The chickens are coming home to roost, and I fear it's actually too late to do anything about this. Like, the fucking tangle, that all this shit, like, and it all just goes back to the same thing every fucking time.
Yeah,
like
it's all it's like the richest people in the world have like a different agenda to the average person or something.
But I even saw some comments on my video saying like, oh yeah, as if the billionaires don't love cheap immigrant labor, to counter me saying like, this is a distraction from billionaires.
Yeah, right.
It's like, so you agree with me?
Yeah.
Like, you fucking asshole. But my ultimate point is this, okay? None of the core politicians backing the report have background expertise in child protection, data analytics, or criminology. Instead, they share a distinct political overlap. They are hard-line, right-wing figures who have consistently voted for or campaigned on platforms centered on aggressive immigration curbs, anti-multiculturalism, and social conservatism. And if you can't see that pattern, fuck you.
Yes.
Like, it's honestly just basic pattern recognition at a certain point.
Yes.
And
yes.
And sure, I didn't know about this like report when I was making the video, but I stand by everything I said in it.
Right.
The more research I did on it, the more it's like, wow. Like, there's a lot to like break down here.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking weird. Everything about this is fucking bizarre.
Everything. Dude, I'm telling you, always like go to statistics and go to the roots of shit.
But even then, that doesn't work, because I've seen the counter arguments, like in the comment section and on Twitter and everything, saying that, well, it's underreported, or the stats are hidden, or the this sort of thing. So I don't know how you counter it, really. Like, I just did this for my own sanity. I don't know if that would have changed anyone's mind even, or...
Do you want to know my opinion on how to counter this current, like, movement?
Become the main character from Citizen Vigilante.
Yeah, but you're hunting...
the truth.
Yeah. No, I think if we didn't have, like, a small group of people with ridiculous power telling lies to the overworked masses, then I feel like we would have a change in opinion.
Yeah, or even if an investigation inquiry went down and I could look at all the MPs that brought it forward, and it was like a bunch of different people that like, you've got like a history in education, you've got this history in like crime, this sort of thing, and it was like, there are some people that are conservatives, there are some Labour people, there's some Lib Dems, and if it was like a mixture of people that had all like in good faith come to this conclusion.
That's the thing. If it was all good faith, then like there'd be nothing to argue about. But it's the fact that it's bad faith that you have disagreement. It's not that we hear that quote 250,000 people have been assaulted by these gangs, because I mean, if one person's been assaulted by these gangs, it's
heinous. It's horrible.
It's heinous,
But if you need to position the person you think you disagree with as being pro something so like fucking obscene,
or act like we don't care. It's like you're the ones who don't care about the 900,000. You're the ones who don't care about the 1.8 million every day. And enforcing a culture that doesn't allow women to speak about this, that puts shame on women who have experienced these heinous crimes. Why are they the ones feeling shame? Maybe it's these conversations we need to be having, and opening up the dialogue and making a space for people who have been victimized by monsters that do this every day. Making space for those people to feel comfortable enough to address what's happened without the fear of being shut down immediately or blamed for wearing certain clothes or blamed for not coming out about it soon
Which
enough.
is why I don't understand, because a bunch of the testimonials in the report were really highlighting the failure of like the certain institutions, like the cops or whatever, or certain NHS workers and stuff like that, like downplaying or I guess victim blaming would be the term for it, where it's like the amount of times that they were just like, oh, this 13-year-old is clearly like a prostitute, like whatever, like they're a prostitute, they deserve it type thing, you know. That's
right.
Well, obviously, that's insane. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because the police are fucking shit at what they're supposed to do.
It also just, it's like a class thing too. Like the victims, kind of like the Epstein thing, was like a lot of like poorer, disenfranchised kids that like were targeted for that reason, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, I don't really know. What I'm supposed to say at this point, if there's anything to say. I just wish I tried to think about, every time I think about something political, I try to think about it like holistically, in that I'm an individual, I can only understand so much.
Yeah.
I have a very flawed perspective, as any one individual does, you know? So there's a lot of like moving parts to societies that have millions and millions of people in them. I don't think it's ever as simple as one Jesus figure appearing and being like, I'm Rupert and I'm going to fucking fix everything for you. The snake oil salesman. It's classic.
Yeah, I'm Tommy, whose real name is
Wanker.
You know, Wank. The thing is, like, I'm against, believe it or not, I'm against grooming gangs. Believe it or not, I'm against like the fake businesses that like a human trafficker will make to then sponsor someone and charge them to then come over to the UK, for them to then find out that this business that has sponsored them isn't real, and now they're going to be forced to work and have the majority of their money taken by this fake business. And it's like
slavery,
these fucking like this shit that happens is bad, and it's people abusing the system, right, to take advantage of the people coming over. It's not that everyone coming over is like, finally time to join the grooming gang. Finally the free world is just as beautiful as I thought. And it's like, of course there are people that are doing that, but like, let's look at the overall percentages, and it's just unrealistic to believe that like, and I think this is a very like liberal belief, like a neoliberal, if you will, the pitting everyone against each other. It's like, well, why are they coming here? Because they want to get our white girls. They want our white girls.
Right.
You know, that's the only reason. It's not that like the en masse, the places that people come from are countries that have been destabilized by the West,
or are currently in some kind of war.
Yeah, which more than likely was caused by like America. You know, it's almost as if like if we supported each other globally, and weren't, you know, trying to stab everyone in the back to get ours, maybe there wouldn't be the economic need for people to try and escape their home country and come to one that's slightly more liberal. I don't know. I'm just a fucking like pay slave or whatever they call it, wage slave. I'm just a wage slave who fucking doesn't know any better. But it's like there are people that just want to hate people that aren't their like their own clan, you know. And again, I've said it before and I'm saying it again because it happened just the other day, but like fucking people, when you're driving, People that are just so immediately willing to in their mind cast you as like just the shittest person of all time. Like the vitriol you'll get from these people.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
that's the closest analog to a comment section as being in a in a car.
We don't need to be treating every stranger like they're trying to get something off of you. You know?
Yeah. Well, on that note, I guess we'll see you after these messages.
Wheeze and poos and wheeze and poos.
With a bit of fart and shit.
Yeah. Rankers on PS5, out now.
PlayStation.
Only money.
This is wild.
Listen to her. Downloading wankers on my Xbox.
Which one is Bart's real scream?
Yeah.
So do you think everything in there was decent? Do you think I defended myself with honor or with cringe?
No, I think you're cooked.
Yeah. I've been having these really weird like YouTube channels like leave these comments on that video. There was one from like in their description on YouTube that's like, I'm a libertarian epic. Left some cringy comment that was like, finally been exposed.
I think it's funny. On one hand, you review Sinners and you're the biggest racist, and
in the same week.
On the other hand, you like,
yeah. I guess yeah.
I guess you are kind of a grey Jedi in the end.
That's me.
I guess you are Acid Man in the end. By the way, for those of you listening, Acid Man is a grey Jedi.
Yeah, he's a grey Jedi type. So let's do some questions then from the JAR community. Head over to the suggestion thread over on the subreddit over there. Or you can get the occasional one from the group chat too, if they're juicy enough, like this one from Harry exploring Dobby's throbbing. Not going to read the rest. Ever heard of the Bionicle dream phenomenon? Curious if you boys have experienced it as well. The dream, also known as the Bionicle dream, is an apparent phenomenon in the Bionicle fandom in which fans report having a collective dream in which they'll walk into a shop or department store and find old or discontinued Bionicle sets, sometimes even finding sets that never existed in real life. You ever had the dream?
No.
I haven't. I've had dreams about that era, that iconic era.
Really?
Remember when they had those walls with the like tubs with the lid?
What?
It was like the green tube and the red tube and the white tube. Don't you remember like the way they'd present the original Bionicles in those tubes?
Maybe. Like half tubes.
No, they're full tubes.
Huh.
What do you mean? Do you seriously not remember?
Like half a tube.
No, the original Bionicles, like on the store shelves, they were like a... Do you seriously not remember what they looked like?
Like a half tube?
What do you mean by half tube?
Like a...
Packaging. And it was so distinct, yeah. You don't remember the like tubes? You don't remember those? And like when you go into the toy shop, it was like a wall of the tubes.
Okay, Unk.
You were alive. You were there.
Yeah, but I wasn't conscious yet.
Yeah, I have the occasional dream about the Bionicle tubes.
I never dream about Bionicles because I'm not a chud.
Don't fucking lie.
About which bit?
I did, man. I did a cringy Lego thing the other day. I was in Lidl and I saw they had the collectible, the latest season of minifigs out, right? They had the big pile of them.
Oh, no.
And I was like, speaking of Bionicle, I need that Bionicle fig. So I start scanning.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
I must have scanned like 35 of them.
You're such an asshole.
Because someone else had already done it, I think. Because like,
you got all the good ones.
Yeah, because everyone wants Tahu. That's the one everyone wants. But I got him.
What relief.
Fucking got him.
That was an exhilarating story. You should go into like
enjoyed
story time type videos.
So this is the time I had a dream about the Bionicle.
Yeah.
Bionicle Tube story time. Well, Deluxe Rim Job says, Stim chat. What's the current number one stim for the brothers Jar?
Ooh, good question. Mine never change.
Never.
No.
They do.
No, now that Argy exists.
Argy exists.
Argy. I'll walk around like no Argy in sight. I'll walk around at my place just doing that.
Yeah, that's how much you miss him.
I guess. I saw him the other day. I saw him yesterday.
He was being cute.
No, he's being a fucking asshole.
No. What's my current stem? I'm not very good at remembering my own ones because they're like, I guess the talk,
Yeah,
the
that's
language.
been around for a bit.
The language is stuck for a bit.
You also like recite excerpts from the Quran. A lot.
You got me. I swear there actually is one. I feel like I'm in a bit of a rut with like my stims at the moment. There's not like a
Yeah.
sheesh on the scene.
There's not like a caught on sheesh.
I've been sheeshing a bit.
Sheesh is good. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's old.
I was
That's
doing
like
that
old
at
news.
Gorillas. Yeah, that is old.
Were
'Cause
you?
They come back. You know? They come back into the rotation sometimes.
Yeah. That's one that's never left for me though.
True. I never really did it when it was primed to do it, but now it's been enough time for I feel it feels right for me.
Yeah.
Cheese, Gromit.
Yeah.
Do you like Big Bunda, Gromit?
I guess that's one for you, is like the Wallace voice.
Oh yeah, and what was it? Did somebody say? I always say
Yeah,
that.
True.
I always say that.
Europeans on Arc Raiders like it when I do the voice.
Europeans on Arc Raiders like various things. Do you smell like beef there, son? They love it. Don't trust Europeans though.
Yeah, Europe's just like hell,
Yeah.
you know.
It's being, let's be
bedlam.
honest, it's been invaded.
Great Muppet Caper is peak cinema, end of debate, says, how come Superman isn't in Jim's letterbox top 4 despite him gushing over it for the last year? Same with the wrong trousers. Also, you're once again recording this episode on my birthday, so please can you wish me a happy birthday? I love you guys so much. And you two are some of my favourite people of all time. Also, the new Minions movie kind of went hard.
Good for you, dude. Fucking block 'em.
Happy birthday, Blocked.
Happy block day. Dumbass.
Well, speaking of, AJ Hunter says, have we entered the Angry Jim era of the cast? And will Angry Joe be upset about Jim jacking his shit?
Angry Joe's on game. He's something of a wanker styled sort of individual himself, so.
Angry Joe is mad.
Angry Joe.
Where is other Joe?
I like other Joe. I'm gonna say it, I like other Joe more than Angry Joe.
Well, I like Alex more. He's even got his own Alex. That's my long-term goal, is to replace the Angry Joe Alex.
The new Alex.
Hey, I'm Alex. Not that one. GGG375 says, since Jar is first and foremost a comedy teaching podcast, how do you two feel about the state of modern comedy? Are there any comedians you like besides Brett or Bert or whatever the fuck his name is? The guy who takes his shirt off and did that movie with Mark Hamill?
Yeah, Bert's good.
Is stand-up a dying art form? I recently started watching videos from Elephant Graveyard and became absorbed in the strange, hard-right political direction most all popular comedians take. As someone who knows little of stand-up, those videos paint a depressing picture. I feel like I saw and engaged with a lot more stand-up when I watched television,
Yeah.
like panel shows and stuff, like QI and Mock the Week and stuff like that.
And 8 out of 10 Cats.
8 out of 10 Cats. Well, occasionally I'll see clips of what's his face, the very tight host of that show, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. No, I fucking hate him.
What's his name?
Yeah, that one. I hate him. He's a fucking asshole. He's like your mum, mate, is like his whole thing on stage, and then he jumps on a podcast and he's like trying to fucking wax philosophy and shit. It's like, stay in your lane, you fucking...
There he is. There's a picture of him.
What's his name? Jimmy
Fallon? Jimmy Carr.
James Carr, that's right.
I'm tight.
He's a fucking dick.
He's tight.
He was hotter when he was chubby.
No, he was tight. He's tight now.
He's tight now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a prick.
You like Hugh Laurie, don't you?
Hugh Laurie's goated.
He's a goated safe one. Sure, he was in
Yeah.
Monsters vs. Aliens, but he was the best part, you know?
He is the best. No, Seth Rogen's the best part.
Shit, maybe you're right.
Do you want to hear my Seth Rogen impression?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Want some of this?
That's pretty good. Fuck, like, who are the like popular comedians right now? It's pretty fucking dire, to be honest.
Tony Hinchcliffe, his latest one's pretty funny. We said about Bert. Bert's like the top of the food chain.
Bert Kreischer, he's like prime.
Yeah. Tony Hinchcliffe is probably like 4 or 5 in the top 5.
What's it? There's the other one.
Real Rob.
Oh, Rob Schneider's always pretty much on game.
Yeah, he always sits at like number 2. He's never number 1, but he's you could debate that he's the GOAT based on his consistency at being number 2.
What about Brendan?
Schaub?
Yeah.
Schaub?
Fighter and the Kid type
Fuck,
shits.
that's actually top 5.
That's what we based all of our shits on.
Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT?
Yeah.
Who the GOAT? Yeah, he's somewhat goated.
Jack Whitehall.
Ooh,
Doesn't he sell out
good
like
pull.
the O2?
He sells out bigger venues than the O2, dude.
Bigger.
He sells out his own dad's fucking hatchback, son. On the way to
Lots of people turned on Bill Burr. I can't remember why. Oh, was it that cringy?
He went to Saudi.
Yeah, the Saudi comedy. It must have been the funniest set ever.
Yeah. Yeah, he got paid like loads of money.
John Mulaney's pretty funny.
Yeah, John Mulaney's funny. Like, you're actually going into like actual funny people now. Like, Bill Burr is funny. Like,
He can actually tell a joke that will make you laugh.
yeah.
Have you seen the occasional clip of like Jerry Seinfeld?
Lately,
Yeah, lately.
I know he jumped on his woke thing, his anti-woke thing, sorry, because, whoops.
Oh, when he was doing the
Because he released like an awful film.
the Pop-Tart film
That's right.
like press tour.
Yeah. There's an Elephant Graveyard video on it, bro.
That's right.
It's
Really
fantastic.
fucking good video.
It's really fantastic. Yeah, Jerry's proven himself to be quite the chud, actually.
Yeah, big time.
He made like a go-to TV show, but he sucks. Jerry Seinfeld fucking sucks.
Yeah, he does suck. Everything he's done without the funny one.
Yeah.
Like sucks. I just want to see like the most popular comedians right now. Joe Rogan, obviously, he's got pretty good stand-up.
I love when he got up on the stool and he's like... Miley Cyrus, she's pretty funny.
She's not a comedian, dude.
I disagree. I think my question to you is, why does somebody have to be doing only one thing for them to be considered a doer of that thing?
I know you like Sarah Silverman a lot.
I used to think she was kind of hot, but now she's kind of not.
Oh, we forgot the fucking goat, Ricky Gervais.
Oh, Ricky Gervais. He was good until he stopped being good.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. I have to admit though, the Ricky Gervais, the what was it, the Planet Awards or whatever, like they are good.
Oh, the Golden Globes.
Yeah, the
roasts.
Golden Planet, they're funny.
Yeah, they are funny.
Although I didn't like when he went at Mel Gibson.
Yeah, you always get a bit sensitive about Mel nowadays.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Andrew Schultz?
Andrew Schultz.
Oh, him. He's your favourite one.
He's pretty funny, actually.
You know, he'd look like he'd play a good, like, Gestapo officer in a movie.
Real. He's in fucking Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
No, Street Fighter. No, he's a shit. He got called out by Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
And then he made like a piss baby fucking video afterwards. Oh, can't take a joke, is it, Kendrick? And then he made like jokes that he'd R-word him and he'd
That's right.
grape him in prison because he's bigger. It's like,
Nice.
yeah, well done, dude.
Clever. It's the cleverness that gets me.
Yeah. Fucking disgusting.
I don't know. It's not
Shane
really-
Gillis?
I feel like Joe Rogan like single-handedly destroyed the art form.
He's trying. He's still trying.
He's like... he's taken away some of the merits that I used to have for it.
Yeah. And Joe Rogan's Joe Rogan is a comedian in the same way that I'm an orthodontist.
I mean, you're just as much a comedian as Joe Rogan.
Well, no, don't fucking shit on me like that. What the fuck, dude? We were having fun here until then. Why are you fucking shitting on me like that?
True, actually. I guess you've made like a joke. That kind of helps.
I don't have a stool, though, is the thing.
We can get some stools.
Nah, I'm not ready for the stool.
That's when you like go from apprentice to master.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah,
the
yeah.
stool comes.
It's like the black belt equivalent. You get your stool to fuck.
Do you think he gives like his apprentice eye like a stool?
Who,
like
Jamie?
Tony Hinchcliffe and that lot, where it's like,
I was thinking Jamie from the Joe Rogan podcast.
oh shit, yeah, he probably is on a stool. Well,
Do you reckon he
you
doesn't
better
go
have
full
a,
Joe?
yeah, he has like a really uncomfortable stool.
Yeah, yeah.
Find out research now.
Has that guy had the easiest gig of all time?
Oh fuck yeah,
He just sits there and Googles.
and just gets to correct Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe, you're talking shit again. But then the challenge he has is that he's got to play the game of like, I've got the easiest gig, I've got to protect this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, I got to do my job, but also not do my job too good. you
Yeah.
know?
I have to be tactically a bit bad at my job to keep my job.
I need to enable this.
Yeah.
As
That's
long
a
as
fine
possible.
line to ride, and he's riding it like a goddamn
Like a fucking
fucking
pro.
I, Tonya. You know?
Dismal Anywhere says, thoughts on Jackass? Love it, hate it, favorite bits? It's some of my favorite shit. I grew up with it and watch the movies now and again. I guess he's asking because there's a new one out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so glad they did it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Definitely a
someone
product
had
of its
to.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, just before the internet going nuts.
Mm.
Because a lot of it is just like, a lot of shorts I see are just like, this is just Jackass. Like,
Yeah, but worse.
yeah, it's never as good.
I think Johnny Knoxville is incredibly important to that.
Yeah.
If you don't have a
He's
character
quick.
like him,
He's quick and just insane.
yeah, I was gonna say he's like actually an insane person.
They all kind of were.
Yeah, but the craziest shit with Johnny Knoxville is like he's been pretty sober through like all of
Yeah.
it, and that's fucking insane.
That is insane. Yeah.
You know?
But the fact they've got like both examples of that, where they've got like Steve-O as well,
Yeah, yeah.
who like,
He did the gnarliest shit, man. The fish hook through the mouth and then jumping into like a shark infested
yeah,
ocean is crazy. That one always.
favorite bits. I like when they do like the cartoonish shit, like cartoon in real life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the penny farthing.
That's a good
It's
one.
so simple. They just ride penny farthings into big like mounds of snow and fall off like onto concrete.
I quite like the ones where like they like run around being chased. You know
Well,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
the big guy and the like little guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where it's
chasing
just like a short bit, and then like
Yeah, it's
they
like an
come back
interlude,
round
kind
the
of.
corner, and there's loads of small people chasing him.
Yeah, or the
Yeah,
one with
that's
the
awesome.
dog. where like the big guy goes into a shop and it's like, oh, can you hold my dog while I just go be quick? And he goes in, and then the little guy comes out wearing the exact
same outfit. Yeah.
It's like, oh, thanks for looking after my dog.
How do you feel about that like really talented director who like dresses up as an old woman?
Oh, Spike Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like,
I think it's really funny that he's like involved, because like he makes these like super tender, like extremely well like thought out narratives, and then we'll be in like it's just some dumb shit like Jackass.
I watched Jackass 2 semi recently, so a lot of the ones I'm talking about are from that. But there's going back to the penny farthing one. There's it just highlights like who Johnny Knoxville is, because he like rides full speed into this mound of snow and launches off and lands like face first on the concrete. And then he gets up like laughing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad my skull like protected my body from that landing." And it's like, what the fuck? What are you made of?
Yeah, something else, something different.
I'm not a big fan of all the poop and stuff ones. They're fucking disgusting.
The gross out stuff.
Although I do like it when Steve-O like drinks beer through his asshole.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
That's pretty funny.
The only ones I think of that kind of age badly are the BAM ones.
Yeah.
Where he's like just torturing his parents.
Yeah, I find that stuff really uncomfortable to watch.
Especially like where he is now, and just like, oh god.
Well, he's like back now. He's
Is he in the new one? The new one that's apparently a clip show?
They're like hanging out now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
sure.
Thanks to soft white underbelly, he's all repaired now.
Did he go on that channel or something?
The lore is crazy with all that shit. You need to do some investigating. It's
I like
insane.
it. I've seen them all except for the new one. When I heard it was like a clip show, I didn't feel the.
Well, it's like a best of over the whole.
Yeah,
lot, right?
I mean, I watch it when it's like on digital, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should go until like they all just start. You know, like the end of number 3 or whatever, when it's the montage of them as old people getting like exploded and stuff. Like they just should. You know.
Yeah,
why not?
I guess I just don't want to die, really.
Well,
to an extent. Yeah.
I think it would be worth it.
Yeah, I don't know how you play that game, how you balance that one out. You know.
I mean, we're all going to die.
So you might as well fast track it.
Well, no, you might as well.
We got YouTube now and fucking TikTok.
Yeah, but they'll
Instagram
ban it.
Reels.
They'll ban it.
And also, you can just AI shit, and everyone's like sharing the dumbest. Whoa, it's a slide going into a chimera. Ah! That's what like the equivalent is for like kids.
A chimera?
Yeah, they don't need like people doing real shit. They've got like endless chimera videos now, you know? Kaiju videos. The slide's going into the kaiju chimera's mouth. Wah! You know?
I watched I was lying in bed for like 3 hours this morning watching YouTube shorts. And I got to this one that was like a cheese rolling, and it didn't take long for me to realize that it was...
Wait, is it exact? I saw a cheese rolling video today as well.
The woman.
The woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she like grabs the cheese and it's really obviously fake.
Yeah, yeah. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's really strange.
Because I saw that on Twitter.
Really?
Uh-huh. Because also, like, that event is crazy enough. Like, there are going to be good clips from the cheese roll.
There's loads.
Yeah. Why do you need to do that?
That was exactly my thinking. It was like...
I think it was just like... It was like playing the algorithm. Because she was, like, in pretty tight clothing.
Yeah, she had a big fat ass.
So...
We're allowed to objectify her because she's not real.
Yeah, she had a fat fucking ass.
Yeah, she had a big, juicy, bounding, big, fucking bouncing ass.
So, of course, it's bouncing as the cheese are rolling.
Yeah.
And then, of course, every single man scrolling the algorithm is like...
Stays. Oh. They stay for that, like, 2 minutes and whip it out and, you know, crack on.
I'm just really over humanity, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean, because, like... It's lame that like and our brains see the AI big bounding booty, and it does activate neurons.
Yeah,
it is like
we're like, well, we've got to investigate then.
Yeah,
what's all this about then?
Yeah.
Even though you know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's already too late by then. They've got their engagement.
Yeah, but then it's like, so all of everything we do is fucking pointless.
It's just Bunda Hunt.
Yeah.
It's just the Bunda Hunt. God damn it.
It always comes back to the hunt.
Hunt the beast, dude.
Hunt the truth.
Uncle Tony 55 says, just
Hey,
want to say
Tony.
thanks to Jim. You helped me give the push to finally shave my head. I was struggling with losing my hair since my mid-20s, and I'd been holding out. But after watching the cast for a while and seeing Jim eventually shave his locks and transition into a proud bald man, I was inspired to do it also. I'm not sure if I'm quite comfortable yet, but it was definitely the right move. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah. Jump on Reddit, join that subreddit, whatever it is.
Nice one, Tone.
Yeah, nice one, Tone.
Average Swindon fan says Bello Jarias. Any thoughts on the recent announcement that starting in 2028, Sony will be ceasing production of physical games and that the next Xbox will not have a disc drive? Personally, this feels extremely anti-consumer and has pretty much eliminated any chance of me buying any future consoles, but maybe I'm just soy raging. All the best, the Jarling who's really a little bit bloody tired of the gaming industry. I just wish everyone was as passionate about like anti-consumer stuff outside of the games industry. It's like the only like thing people care about from that kind of angle. And even in saying that, I don't really think this is going to have any material.
Yeah, I also don't think it like this is the wrong hill to die on.
I mean, anyone who's been paying attention, this hill has been dead for carved out for what, decade? Maybe?
I haven't bought a physical game since the Xbox 360.
Yeah, and we were having a little talk about this yesterday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are like rightfully upset, I feel like, with it is anti-consumer. Like straight up.
Yeah.
All of the savings they're making are not passed down to the consumer.
No.
So it's a net positive for like a Sony. So it's like, we don't need to make gifts. We don't need to. What did I say? Make gifts. Make. What the fuck did I even mean to say? Make cases? Like print things?
Make discs.
Make discs, yeah. Okay.
Gifts.
Gifts. That's weird. Discs, gifts. My brain like just... Yeah. No, the Xbox One doesn't matter. No one's going to buy that.
Yeah, he gives a shit.
That's a wash.
Nobody's bought a fucking Xbox disc in like 1,000
But
years
I also
anyway.
I feel like there's not a hunger for another PlayStation anyway, really. Like, are people like hyped for the PS6? Are they making those like, this is the PS6 leaked design?
Yeah, nobody cares
With
about
like
the PS6
58 million
design.
views. Do you remember that? Like during the 360 era?
And like the PlayStation controller with like all the bumpers on it. Do you remember all the way around?
Yeah. But there was
Yeah.
actually like a hunger for shit back then when like a console cost like £170, like what the fuck it was.
Yeah, £9 I think back in our day. But back then minimum wage was what, 8p?
I guess the thing I get stuck on is that as an art form, unlike a record or movie, you don't really have the same freedom. You know, it's not like, oh, I get a disc of Arc Raiders in a vacuum, I can just play this.
Yeah.
If there's, you know, any computer I can just play, any record player I can put a record in and play it.
Yeah.
You can't really do that with a video game if you have a physical copy.
Yeah.
It's more like a weird license. It's like a access point.
It's like some sort of non-fungible token or something.
Like the disc, a lot of the time, I feel like it's rarer for it to actually be, oh, I can just play this without needing an update.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like necessarily good for everybody, but I mean, that is just
What I'm saying is it doesn't affect me, so I don't care.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, we'll see when. I guess the big thing with Sony is that like their networks are shit. Like
That's true, yeah.
they are awful. So you've got to trust a company like that to like always have it available, or like I don't know.
The thing is, you do if you have a disc anyway. A lot of the time, like, you know, you can't play without like an online connection. You know.
Yeah,
Or if there's like an update that you can't download because you're not on the...
It's funny though to like fast forward. Remember the PS4 announcement video was them dunking
That's right.
with a physical game, saying like, this is how you share a game.
Yeah, no, I've always had the belief that Xbox were doing the right thing, just way too early. Sorry.
Yeah, they're good at being way too early, I think.
Yeah, it's like, do you remember they were doing that like cloud computing, where it's like we're going to use the cloud to take some of the like graphical load.
Yeah, I don't think that manifested it in anything. But.
No, but I'm sure it will in the future. But it's like, why are you doing this now? We're not ready. You know,
right.
We can't do that now.
I'd forgotten about talking about the cloud all the time.
Yeah, well, do you remember that they did?
Like
I remember watching this
the Crackdown 3.
The Crackdown 3 one.
Yeah.
And it was like the crazy buildings collapsing and shit, and it was, and there were these bars that would show like how much bandwidth you're using.
That's right. Yeah.
And it was like, wow, this is kind of cool. Like the tech's in the early stages, but like if this comes through, and then I guess they just stopped.
Well, the game came out and it was like it
was the worst
Steam,
thing ever.
like freeware game.
Yeah, and it was nothing like what they showed.
No, of course not.
Terry Crews was in it though, and they thought that was enough, I guess.
You got a paycheck at least.
Yeah, at least Terry got paid.
Yeah.
I kind of like Terry.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like
Was when they were talking about cloud all the time, was that like what the equivalent of saying everything's AI is?
Yeah,
now?
maybe.
Where you just like, there's a tech thing. It's just like, we're integrating cloud technology into WhatsApp, you know?
The only difference is that there wasn't like a cult of the richest people in the world that thought cloud would like usher humanity into the next phase of existence. So that's the only slight difference, but anyway.
Well, speaking on that, actually, Carty Lover 84 says, are the boys seriously not going to address the Peter Thiel dialogue topic list leaked? And Jar Media, the successful man's Bible, is one of the topics? So I looked this up.
We're in Peter Thiel's fucking cult by accident.
I looked up the dialogue topic list. There's 8. I just don't even know what to say anymore. Money, parentheses, does buy happiness. It's the first one. That's a good one. Bring back nuclear. The next. Navigating World War III. Battlefield technologies. How's your sex life?
Huh? Now that Epstein's gone, how's your sex life?
Build a cult. Soapbox. Moderated by a founder of Prey.com. Build a party. Moderated by a former White House national security official. And it's fun to be in charge. What the actual fuck, dude? This is... And it's not just on my mind because of playing the James Bond game. There are points in the game where you're like in rooms with people like this. And it's just like, this just feels like some crazy cartoonish fucking James Bond bullshit that should be in fiction.
Yeah.
But this is where we're at, I guess.
The thing is, they've done such a fantastic job of normalizing it. Where like this is just knowledge. Like you can just go out there and read this.
Money does buy happiness.
You know, what are the richest people in the world talking about World War III? What are they saying?
Battlefield technologies.
What are they saying about battlefield technologies?
I just invested in this new concept called 2D soldiers. I think it's going to be very helpful.
Yeah.
Using Jar Media, they're just a resource of weapon technology. They think outside the box in certain ways. I've come up with this new Dobby's Gina technology.
Battlefield technologies.
I mean, that makes sense for Peter Thiel, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, he just wants upgraded tech.
Yeah.
He wants the drones. He wants to send in the drones.
Yeah, so download Arc Raiders.
Practice.
Yeah. Start preparing.
Yeah, preparing for navigating World War III. Fucking hell. Right, we got 2 more. Away Gear 7655 as our penultimate one. Hello, boys. Long-time viewer here for over a decade and wanted to ask my first ever question.
Should have been viewing longer.
I'm from America and have been told by people from different parts of the world that the political spectrum in America is so far to the right that what Americans consider far left is really just what most of the developed world would call centrist. I live with so many people that argue against programs that every other developed country has, whether it's universal healthcare, federal paternity leave, federal sick days off, federal vacation days off, holiday, stronger unions, public transportation. I could go on and on. I need to know the British perspective because I feel like I'm going insane constantly being told that these concepts are socialist, despite it being the norm for most other countries. Ming on mingers. You guys are getting fucking scammed.
Yeah, genuinely. So I would class England, the UK, as a right-wing country.
We're very right-wing, yeah.
We're very right-wing here. And America is like your most left party, like the Democrats or whatever in America, is way further right than our most right.
Maybe not quite that far.
No, not like I guess like our conservative and your Democrat probably sit in like the same space.
I guess their current conservative government is closer to a Rupert Lowe like
reform Farage yeah
type thing.
So your right wing is our far right.
Yeah,
and your left wing is our normal right. You know, and our left wing party, Labour, is to the right. So like interpret that how you will in terms of the full spectrum. You're like, I guess on, because
it's not like we don't have the same talking points of like everything is communist or socialist if it's something perceived as negative or something. But it's why these terms are just so unuseful at a certain point. If like public transportation and having paternity leave and like sick days is like socialism,
having fucking annual leave,
yeah,
that's crazy. That's not like a normal thing.
What about paternity leave? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, it's like you can't even give the people who are like, they're buying into your culture enough to like introduce a child into it, and you're like punishing them from the second it begins.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah.
And then it's like, why is nobody having kids?
Yeah. Well, it's not like we're having kids in Europe either, to be fair.
No, I know. But I mean, it's like here as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, why would you?
It's part of what makes me so mad about just like where we're at with all these conversations, where like not wanting ICE to be doing what they're doing is seen as on the same level of extreme as like wanting trains or like paternity
or
leave.
healthcare.
Yeah, or like healthcare. Fucking insane.
When you question why one person should be allowed to survive over someone else.
Well, they don't have a higher number in their bank account though.
Yeah. So they deserve to live. And the other person either...
Well, because you understand their number in their bank account is the value they've provided one-to-one with society.
Yeah, right.
So...
Yeah. I'd say it's probably closer to being inversely proportional.
No, I think Boris Johnson has provided exactly his...
I think his gold like curtains are fucking gorgeous, to be fair.
The wallpaper.
The gold wallpaper, yeah.
Right.
I bet he's got fatty though, that boy.
He's got chode vibes.
Do you think? He's got like 30 kids though.
I think he does...
Big balls, small cock sort of thing. Like he sprays a lot of...
He sprays a lot of cum. Just gallons of
I wasn't going to say that. That's fucking disgusting.
No, he's got like... I've got charisma and I'm powerful.
I don't need a big cock.
Yeah, exactly. When the actual
he uses a strap on and then just comes at the end. No, he doesn't care enough. No, he doesn't care enough about her pleasure, you know?
Yeah.
He just puts his little thimble in and just lets rip.
He does the 1 minute challenge.
Yeah.
He's trying to go under a minute.
Yeah.
He's
never failed.
Right, let's end on this one from Obvious Humor 6636. What are you most excited to do once the pandemic is over?
Fresh air. Breathe.
This reminds me of the last Japanese soldier like fighting.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I can't wait to just hang out with my mates again.
Yeah. Isn't that one of the conspiracy theories that like the lockdown never ended or something weird like that? Like we're just in perpetual lockdown.
I wish. Lockdown was the best fucking years of my life.
What are you most excited to do?
Genuinely, it's only been downhill since then. Because I played Half-Life Alyx, and then, if you know, like with the ending of Half-Life Alyx, I was like...
I mean, you joke, but like it genuinely has only been downhill since 2020. By pretty much every measurable metric. I don't know. Outside of racism's way up.
Yeah, and immigration went up because the borders were closed.
Well, on that note... Let us know your thoughts on all the...
Let us know your thoughts on being blocked by us. Oh, wait, you can't because you're blocked.
On a kind of a cozy episode where you get your cup of tea and you just wrap up in
your cup of tea and start like shaking with rage about all these non-whites.
Yeah. Well, bye.